We have had an interesting winter. The weatherman has indicated he never witnessed a hurricane in his entire career of 31 years. In Southern California, all the major passes were closed due to heavy snowfall and icy roads. These pictures seem to be from the Great White North or from the East Coast. No one can imagine that the snow almost reached the roof of the tents in Mary Curis Village in Yosemite National Park. Closer to home, it is extremely rare to see snow at this elevation. Is this snow in Southern California? My goodness, we even get hail. It is so unreal. It is hail all over the micro-greenhouse. Underneath the plastic sheet are 3 Paradise Manzanita. New Elan tree, flower perfume for Chanel 5, is frozen. With the record rainfall we had this year, the California poppy petals are huge. The petals are at least 1/3 bigger than regular year. Unfortunately, the unusual snow and hail killed almost 1/5 of the poppies. Freesia survived and welcomed back the sun. "20-year-old specialized M5 with new shoes. Being careful not to step over the baby California poppies. Climbing the Claremont Wilderness Loop is pretty easy but steep. It is only 1,314 feet elevation gain with 2.2 miles ascent and 2.07 mile descent. The street leads us to the bike trail. It is called Thompson Creek Bicycle Trail. Most of time it is a dry creek. It is best to ride this trail on weekday as weekend is pretty crowded. On this ride, we have a companion. She is called Samson Bixby with the Galaxy Watch 5. The smartwatch will tell the relevant statistics like heart rate, ECG, blood pressure, oxygen level, calorie burned, climbing pace, mileage traveled with ascend and descend, etc. If one walk, she can count the step too. Bixby goes to sleep with Milano and can tell he snores, oxygen level while asleep, sleep cycles and more info I ever care for. It is a really neat little gadget. The view is about 3 to 4 days ago after the snowstorm. Snow level has never been this low for a very long time. The snow has melted a little and the temperature is still chilly. What a gorgeous day. If you happen to hear bell ringing like on a flock of sheep, please rest assured no sheep is following us. It's just a cowbell attached to the saddle to warn hikers or strollers that there is a mountain bike coming up. Some of them are so focused on their cell phone, one has to shout at them to give some space for bicycle. We are at the entrance of the Claremont Wilderness Trail. The point of no return. Usually there is no water in the creek, but this time it is flowing from the snow melt. It is time for a break before the big climb. Decided to snack on a tiny financier, 110 calorie, instead of a double date, 30 calorie and no fat. Really felt guilty about it as I have to burn the extra calorie. Another creek to cross, so the new tires are now blessed. This hiker asked for direction. His girlfriend wanted to go right while I told them to go left. I guess the keyword is easier, so they followed my advice. Starting from the left, Burbank has a gentle climb with some shades. Going on the right, Cobalt will expose the hikers on a steep incline exposed to the sun. The slope is really steep, but having the proper gear is not bad. Just keep the momentum and spin it, boy. It is like a test who has the stamina to make it or not. Turn on the steam power and slowly climb it. This is the first climb for the new year. Surely weight has gained over the festivities. Trying to breathe correctly, exhaling more than inhaling. The soil on this side of the slope is red, containing an abundance of iron mineral. The new wider front Continental tire has more grip around the corner than the bald Michelin tire. My perspective of the Claremont Wilderness Loop, it is a test to gauge a person's stamina. If one can make it stopping only one, he is still in good shape. If one chicken out or stop more often, the person is an old man and need to shape up. This is really steep, but the new tire is hooking up pretty good. Are we there yet? It keeps climbing non-stop. Sure, it is beautiful day. Can you hear Bixby giving vital stats?
Morning.
The pit stop is now visible, several corners away. A girl and her dog, Golden Poodle, on their morning walk.
Morning.
Climbing speed is now irrelevant. What is important is making to the pit stop without taking a break. The pit stop is within sight after this steep climb. Just a rest to admire the view. This is the junction where we came from. It feels so great to enjoy this gorgeous day. One more very steep climb and we should be close to the top. It is so steep, the rear tire used to spin around here. With new rubber, the tire now has a good grip. The view of the snow-covered peak is certainly magical. We are close to a small airport. One can hear planes approaching the runway.
Morning.
The view of the valley is amazing. It is necessary to keep an eye on the trail as the recent rain has created a few gullies. We are going up and down on top of the ridge. It is really fun to let your hair float in the air and go with the flow. The Claremont hut is visible in the distance.
Yeah. Good morning.
The big cyclist is in good shape. He makes the climb look so easy. The snow-capped picture is indeed a real treat. One has a clear view 180 view into the valley. The Claremont hut is also a marker. It is all downhill, back to civilization. Caution is needed for ditches created by the recent rainstorm. Bixby is giving the riders vital statistics. The really fun part starts from here. Lean back and use the brakes judiciously.
Andyo lahat. Thank you.
Entering the magical oak forest. Wider front tire kicks up more water and mud. The GoPro battery dies due to overheat or too much vibration. This is the end of the ride. It was certainly fun as always. It is 12.25 miles or 19.7 kilometers for the full loop starting from home, a 1.4-hour ride. Next time should be faster. Burn only 1015 calorie, less 110 from eating the financier.